like mixing.
Yeah, with my personality, I have already and was smoking weed. I was already smoking weed, so I didn't want to. I didn't want to be like out of control, flirtatious, as a woman, ignorant about weed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't want to hurt anybody's feelings.
It's like you gonna smoke the weed, you're gonna like the weed, and just
Yeah,
enjoy
and just
the weed.
natural
Yeah.
reaction. My only natural reaction was to like, hey, I'm aware other people are here. Like, I
Yeah.
I was in a space and I just had a laugh attack. My first experience with the introduction of weed.
Not too hard, with the heat and the resin, and if you do it too hard, it'll rub off the wood too. So you gotta be a little gentle. Unless it's like dry.
Out of crochet.
Mine was with John. I was chilling with John, and we were doing snow cones. They're like, hey, let's go walk through the snow cone. Okay, cool. So we go down this block. And
Do you mean the shack over here?
No, we were in the valley.
Oh.
We were in the valley. And
But there's this like.
Raspas.
Does this
Raspas
like.
was so fucking good at.
Does this discussion also like mean like if we have the point A discussion of why our personalities don't have to mix with weed, or like we have to be careful not to have our ego too much like around weed so much. You have to know knowledge from what you're smoking.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And is that like, are you and John talking about like how
what we
how
did?
you felt? Like
Mostly no on that one. It was just
I just experienced it together as cousins.
Yeah,
Whatever.
it was a bonding moment, and it was neat.
Yeah.
Because I felt good, but I really didn't really quite understand what was going on. I just felt really happy, really fantastic. We ran the rest of the way to Grandma's house. We were just fucking.
I remember that. I remember. I've only been through there once or twice in the dark. Only in the dark, and it scared me.
It's scary.
It scared me. I was like, you know what?
Imagine
I'm gonna book
walking
it.
through my fucking driveway in the dark. This shit's lined. You gotta fucking twist with it and everything. There's not that much light.
I can run through spider webs.
Yeah, you gotta walk
That's
through
some
spider
shit.
webs. Yo, we used
It's
to
so
fucking
creepy.
carry rakes. You know the big plastic ones?
Oh wow.
Yeah, we would just pat them in front of us.
Well, the spider's not here.
They're not around me.
Yeah. Well,
You didn't fucking get into the end, like up to the front, and you just twist it. So you just make it all get onto the end.
But what was
That's all
your,
that shit.
you and what did Johnny say about weed? First of all,
do you
how
like
did
food?
he like it? And when he would ask people, hey, you know where to get weed? And I looked at him like, wow, you're not even scared to ask people. Like I even ask people all the time. I can ask strangers. I mean old people too.
He does it. He just
you gotta
does.
be brave.
You just gotta straight up, yo, bro, where can I get
I
some
mean,
weed?
you know what you're talking about. Honestly, you should ask. It doesn't hurt.
Everybody knows.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody knows. I guess it
By
takes.
now, everybody
Yeah.
knows. It's all illegal in 50 states, but only CBD.
Most.
Certain types. I mean, that's just
It's-
street weed. That's where it was.
Street weed.
That was old
It's always
school.
been street weed. Like okay, no.
That's
no.
what we could call it, street weed.
CBD?
It didn't really have a label.
It was hemp. Hemp was the kind of fake. Like it has this fake bud. It felt like to me growing up. What'd you smoke? It's like fake bud. Like yeah, it was weird. You know what I mean?
There it is.
Yeah. Like as a kid, that's happened to me. As a kid before, you what 16, 17-year-old trying to get some good bud, and you come across a good deal, so you go, you do it, you get it, you smoke it, and you're disappointed. But you're like, you're not that disappointed because you smoked a shit ton of CBD, and you didn't know it. You're just like shit. I'm not high, but
I feel alright.
I feel okay, I guess. You didn't know, and then people now are like, hey,
Yeah.
CBD's great. I don't fucking hurt.
Yeah, that's true.
Eh.
I wish you could have worked it.
You can't just shrug off weed though. You have to really know about it. I mean, do your studies.
I want to. I want to go. There's schools. There's a college, Oaksterdam University. I want to check that out in the future. They're currently right now. Like I say, they currently have classes for like $400, and it's a hemp class.
Yeah.
And I was like, I can put that in my account and take it online.
Put that on your bucket list and kick it.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Spread that butter
Oh fucking
on your
fuck yeah, man. That's gonna be fantastic. So it's a lot of studying, it's a lot of bullshit.
What are you gonna do when you can make edibles, you know, just for Thanksgiving? You know, infuse your mashed potatoes and infuse your turkey with based
It's
butter. And
I won't bring my own
butter.
gravy. It's like what? You want to eat everything with this gravy, and then just you. By making it a gravy, you make sure you get all of it on your goddamn plate.
I mean, would it be mostly THC infused? We like to eat, and we like to like. Now this is the personality discussion. This could be the end.
Okay, so then no, that could be the beginning of it.
Yeah,
You would-
sure. You just branched it out.
Yeah, you branched it out right there. If you were to make a infused turkey Thanksgiving dinner, what would you infuse it? How would you infuse it?
Ooh, that is a good question.
Yeah, how would you infuse it?
You do it.
I'll tell you.
Yams,
I can tell you
turkey,
mine.
the ham.
Ooh, the ham. Every morning.
Yes. Every
Yes.
morning after, yeah.
Every morning with like cooked
Turkey.
ham and eggs.
Fucking stuffing. Do you do stuffing?
With the stuffing.
Well, okay,
That's
I,
nice.
I would make a potent cranberry sauce. Like
Do the cranberry sauce too.
cranberry sauce, I would make it potent as
I would maybe eat that.
Syrupy.
like you just what you eat. And,
I love the cranberry. Nobody asked for the cranberries, but I took that off the table.
You
What
know
we
the-
ate for Thanksgiving.
Ooh.
That was so easy to
I
take.
think mom was like, "What happened to it? you just ate it."
Yeah.
That was funny.
Fuck.
That was a good Thanksgiving.
I think we had 2 Thanksgivings in a row. And we smoked in the middle of it.
Yeah, we smoked
A
a
lot.
little bit before we got there because we took off because we slept there. Took off in the morning. Fucking went and smoked.
I mean,
Back.
it was comfortable. That's what we are. We're so used to smoking. Out of just our tolerance can rise, our tolerance can be low. I mean, sometimes we don't even smoke blunts.
It would be like, tell me if this makes sense. You smoke weed every day.
Mhm.
Smoke weed every day.
Yes, but it's the amount of weed that you smoke every day is different.
It varies, yeah.
It varies, yeah. Would you say those people have understand how their body works, or are they just taking
I really wanted to rock it today and like skate. I really did, but I did get stoned before that. After that,
It's
I
hard.
was just like,
Well,
I want to
didn't
get
help that
more.
it
I
was
really
raining.
wanted to smoke. Like, I was just,
fucking ate it, dude? I hate that shit. It's okay.
I kind of ached and was just like, dang, pants. Didn't
Eh.
like it.
It happens.
It happens. It happens.
Are you kidding? I fucking ate shit. The first, no, not the first time. It was like the third and last time that I ate shit. I ate shit
I mean, you're
because
still
I went
active
to
when you
push.
smoke weed. What other people say is like, would you rather smoke weed and sit on the couch, or would you rather smoke weed, work out, actually like move and be active on indica and sativa, just relax at home, actually finish a meal
Mm.
when you need to, and that's why it helps people. You know, all of a sudden.
Infusions work like that a lot.
Yeah,
Like
sure.
there's a product that we use or that we sell, and it's an olive oil. It's an olive oil. You can like drizzle, make a marinade out of it, or you just straight up just put it on
Italian
a whoopity boop, you know.
weed, weed.
Oh yeah, that video with the Italian terrorists are holding the guns like that.
Yeah,
That fucked me up. That fucked me up. I watched it.
that was funny.
You sent it to me, and I was already stoned. Like I just and I.
I didn't know
Looked
that.
at it, like,
I
the
did not
fuck?
know that. Just
And it's
you're stoned already.
Yeah, and
When I
then
send you crap.
it's like whoa.
I mean, maybe I'm stoned too.
Yeah, I was
Just
just like.
whatever. Like we're
Probably
probably taking the same poo. You never know.
Like I've done that. Like John calls me, right? It's like, what are you doing? taking a poop. He goes, no way, right? He's like, me too.
I mean, you let him know. This is how we brought us closer. This is our family.
Do you have time?
I mean, we freaking branches out itself. What do we do? Branch out of conversation. Try to what? From what? Like our. What would you say? That like working with CBD and knowing all this knowledge. How does that bring your ego? Like, how could you center yourself and say, this is where I want to be. This is what it has to be. Because why? Because I did this. This was my choice because I smoked this. But why did my brain choose to just deny others?
Deny other drugs?
Yeah, not deny, but like just
Choose not to use other
Yeah.
drugs? I don't know. That's a good question. Like,
That is a
even
good question.
even with like you ask yourself that, it's
I do, and I'm just practice the lesson. I practice and I practice. And I'm just like, okay, if this is stimulation. I can see where the drug has taken me. The other foreign drugs has taken me to less stimulation.
so you didn't like that heroin.
So I
You
have
didn't
to-
like that meth.
Yeah,
like
I have to remind myself. I'm like I have to be. I have to remind myself I'm touched. Like I'm loved.
Boop.
Yeah.
I get it. Yeah.
And it's
Yeah, I
like
know.
you're more of like a sore thumb. You feel like a sore thumb, but when you're just aching and when you're deciding,
A pampered sore thumb.
yeah, I guess you could say that. But I smoked a lot of weed,
Everybody smokes a lot of weed.
and that's what's the best thing. I just I'd rather like tell my experience than just
They just let it happen.
Mm-hmm.
yeah. People eat that up. I'm just like, can I reach you at any certain point, but still my body be calm and like still can I just not?
That brings up the other conversation. Remember the vibrations? That reminded me of if cannabis and humans evolved together.
It would be much more of a spiritual
Yeah,
spank in
yeah.
this world. I mean, a giant
Yes.
just evolve with your plants and
What do you mean?
breathe.
Could
Take
you
a seat.
could you imagine a guru like growing this same plant since he was a child, and he took care of the singular plant as he grew older? He took the seed of this plant and took care of it and took care of the generations. You know, the plants die off, and then he made like just all of these plants from this one
I
seed.
mean that is one with your
That's
ego.
what I wanted
It keeps
to
going
do.
and it appears when it is necessary and what is this your
And-
work. I mean this is your profession too as well. You didn't want to like boast yourself, did you? I know you have friends and you have just like a wife and you don't boast. I'm surprised and I'm proud that you don't.
There's you could say it's the little things that I like to. It's the details. Like if I'm
Yeah.
gonna
I
boast,
noticed
I'm
that.
gonna do it. I'm gonna do it so small, it's fantastic.
I mean,
it's just,
who'd have thunk?
and it's like what
Who'd
a,
have
what
thunk
what better
there
way to
would be
boast
flour?
than
that we
have
could smoke.
abundance of flour. That's my boasting.
Yes.
That's my boasting.
And that was like the kingdom. Like once I decided, I found weed. Once I decided, I was like, dang, I'm gonna stay home.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna stay home.
I'm gonna stay home. I'm gonna stay home
I'm
because
gonna stay home as soon as I get that weed. I'm gonna go back home. Why? Because I can smoke it in my room.
well,
Fuck it, I'm gonna smoke it in
yeah,
my
I'm
room.
gonna stay here so smoke away. No one can fucking see me.
Exactly, the vents. I mean, I know mom and dad knew I was smoking, and they sometimes did. They sometimes
Just
did.
like, stop smoking this out.
Fuck off.
On the other side of the door.
Just come get a hit and chill out, bruh. Some people can't understand that.
Do you want to smoke some weed?
Yeah. Yes,
No.
I recommend it. It's just regardless of the amount. If you can be a little or it can be a lot. Either way, you just have to prepare yourself on what's to come.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Because
gotta.
there's the stimulation, there's the, anti-aggression.
Yeah. That's cool. It's cool though.
It is. It's very.
It's funny as fuck.
It's got me like. now that I know I'm recorded, I got my thoughts in order.
It makes sense, right? When you notice that there is.
There's a personality behind that.
Yeah, there is. So that's why I like doing it. Oh, sure to say that's why I like practicing it. Even
You practice that?
I'm practicing it right
I
now.
can tell. I'm just like, I'm gonna pick it up real quick.
Well, okay, look, I practice it every time somebody walks into the shop. There.
Yeah, I love your communication. It's crazy.
You gotta sit back
And
and
you
let
gotta,
them.
like-
You gotta let them drive for a little bit. Welcome to my humble abode. Take the wheel, my man. You got a
Yes.
question? Just let me know.
That's how it should be.
Yes.
And I'm thinking, how do
Yes.
you get there? Baby steps. Exactly how it was. When you were young, you found weed. Baby steps.
Yeah.
Where did you get weed from? That you got caught. But you're like, man, I wish I didn't get caught. I wish it was legal. I wish this, I wish that. Yeah, I wish this because this is your world.
Would you say that the law of attraction is happening to cannabis all over the
I love
world?
law of attraction. That's the greatest thing in the earth.
So that could also branch off into another one of opportunity. I could call it the law of opportunity.
Yeah,
Timing.
it's like timing. It's got to be perfect, yet imperfect.
Yeah, I think that law only works when it deems convenient for the individual. Deems convenient. Whoa, what a
joy.
Out of nowhere.
I get it.
And it coexists with
there
its
is,
current
like responses.
no, not responses, but it coexists with a certain situation that the individual has.
Oh, just perks of individuality. Perks of yourself. Perks of being meek. just that.
No, it's a thought. It's a thought, but does that make it right?
It makes it a perfect, like, individuality. Like, you grow yourself.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of lessons to be learned between young and old. What do you mean, like, I get old and gray? No, you're gonna get old and gray, but you're gonna experience life throughout
how you get old and gray. How'd you get old and gray? Damn, you got how much time you got? Like,
yeah.
I'll tell you.
But I mean, really, between the time that you're young and old, it's just like, what the fuck did you do during young and old? Like, how was that lived? I smoked a lot of weed. Fuck yeah, that's what I want to say.
Yeah.
I want to say that. I want to say, hey, I've dipped my toe into the green yard. Like, there's a whole.
Like, there's some shit
There's
in
that
there.
personality. Like, I can be a goof, but I can.
There's some shit into that.
Yeah. Look at that.
Yeah. So.
It looks like the moon.
Well, that could be like a screenshot of of the conversation. What's the screenshot about? Well, that's just,
That's what we were
explain.
smoking.
let me explain how this podcast works. Like, does that make sense?
Yeah, there it is. There's the peak.
Yeah.
Okay. The climax. We gotta reach that.
It's like, oh, why did you click on this thumbnail? Well, this showed weed on the.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Well,
can be.
You obviously knew what you were looking at. You
Yeah.
wanted to see what
You
this
wanted
was
to
about.
see what this was about. Welcome here. Let's see what happens.
Come
It's
on.
nice. Can it be exclusive? That's my big
Welcome.
question too.
Can it be exclusive? No, I would say anybody can join.
But you have to like. There are. You have to follow the conversation.
Follow the conversation through what, comments, or there would have to be comments about it because people would watch it, and then but talk about how long would you have it, or even just segments of the conversation.
True.
We just like out of nowhere.
Yeah.
I was just speaking.
How'd that start? Oh,
I was just speaking about it.
it just started like that, plain and simple.
Yep.
Yeah. There it is. There's grinder. There's live against the grind.
It's like, oh, but it's Brandon.
Yeah.
Is it the conversation that?
Or are
keeps
you
the individual-
smoking with us?
I would think.
There it is.
I
Like there's
would.
some personalities that are just computers, and I'm just like, you guys sit there forever, and they're just like, yeah, we do get ass sores. There's my personality of smoking weed.
Yeah.
I smoke weed too, but I still sit here and play what World of
World of
Warcraft. You know
Warcraft
how white a
video game.
motherfucker could be.
We've all seen it. Yeah.
Jonathan.
You know how? Yeah. The best, like there is, yes.
Choo choo.
And like, what's his name? Not Adrian. One of our cousins. Adrian. What's his name? The other one.
What?
Adrian? I think it's Adrian. Yeah, it is Adrian. Adrian sat there and he sat there and he was like, I'm staying here and play World of Warcraft. Grandma and Grandpa's house. God knows if he smoked. There probably was a time where he just, at night, just walked all the way across where the ladder was and just
Lit it up.
and then went back real fast. I mean, this guy was calculated. He was already in the Navy, I think. Him and Adrian, Ralphie and Adrian.
Alright.
So